Schooling in Ecuador by Ortiz. Ecuador is a small country in South America that borders with Colombia, Peru, and includes the Galapagos Islands in the Pacific. Ecuador's population consists of 15,007,343 people. The Republic of Ecuador consists of 24 provinces, each with its own administrative capital. Primary education begins at age 6 with the first grade and ends at age 12 with the sixth grade. Secondary education consists of two 3-year cycles, a basic cycle and a diversified cycle. This latter cycle may lead to higher education. University studies last from 4 to 7 years, depending on specialization. The age limits for the required education are from 6 to 14. The minimum age for entry into pre-primary education is 4 for kindergarten and 6 for the first grade of primary school. Examinations are given in the primary years at the end of each 2 cycles of 3 years. The same is done in the secondary education. The university exams are given for entrance into university programs. Historically, since teachers relied on the lecture method, students were required to take notes and memorize massive amounts of material in the classics and humanities. Each level saw as its goal and the preparation of students for the next level. Therefore, students who did not complete a course of study found much of the material irrelevant, and the illiteracy rate began to rise. In the last few years, serious attempts to change this has occurred both at the university and government levels. Traditionally, the school year is different in the Sierra and Costa regions. In the Sierra, schools have operated from October to July. In the Costa, they have operated from April or May to December or January. This arrangement has been based on both climatic and economic considerations and have led to nationwide coordination problems as well as perpetuating a divisive regionalism. A proposal for a unified school year has not only been discussed but also enacted. A major problem in the rural areas are that all classes were in Spanish, even though in many areas the indigenous people groups only knew their native languages. The government started to seriously address the issues of education in Ecuador in the 1980s. Literacy in the rural areas was at a dangerously low number, and the lack of public schools also posed a problem. Most parents were not able to pay the fees required at private institutions, and only a few of the teachers that were available in the rural communities were accredited. Thankfully, once the government addressed this problem, the literacy rates of both urban and rural areas have decreased dramatically, and were able to offer free and computer education for children between the ages of 6 to 14. Which has made it easier for parents to provide their children with the necessary education. The development of the educational systems in Ecuador have also assisted the country in training professional and educated employees that contribute significantly to many industries within the country and for the future to come.